I didn't pay my fiance's mother $5,000, so she ruined my life, and now we're homeless.
OKOP.
Welcome to OKOP. I'm Samuel Donner.
And I'm John Frye.
And we tell the funniest stories on the internet. And John, I have a title for you right now.
I'm excited. We got some good ones today.
I didn't pay my fiance's mother $5,000, so she ruined my life, and now we're homeless.
Man, you know, $5,000 and your life is ruined and you're homeless. Like,
rough.
We're not off to a good start.
We're not off to
We
a
haven't
good
read
start.
the first sentence and we are not in a good place.
All right. Here we go. Get this. Just emotionally strap in because this one's tough. This story is extremely hard for me to tell because I'm still feeling the effects of it. However, I feel like I need to because this story features the most entitled parent I've ever met in my whole life.
Oh boy,
we've had a lot of entitled parents in our
Have
day, John.
we had some entitled parents
let's
on
see
this
if this
show?
stacks up, baby.
Yeah, let's see.
This is the story of how my life has been ruined because, like the title states, I refused to pay my fiance's mother $5,000. Buckaroonies, sand dollars, Zimbabwean knuckles.
Well, there'd be a lot more Zimbabwe dollars.
Yeah, dude. It's like what? Like $1 trillion to $1 American dollar?
Something like that.
It started out simple enough, as any story starts. In August of 2019, when my fiance and I were dating, my parents, who I was staying with at the time to care for my stepmother after a surgery, another story in itself, wanted me to leave because they couldn't make out and do the mum as much as they wanted to.
Could you imagine?
You gotta go because
we're getting it on.
We're gonna make some Simba noises over here.
Some Simba noises?
I don't know. My buddy sent me a picture of some lions getting it on.
Oh man.
And then I sent it to my friend who was single, and I'm like, you'll find your special someone soon. So they told me this in a very abrupt manner and expected me to leave fairly quickly, giving me no time to prepare. Guess when you gotta get it on, you gotta get it on.
The absurdity of the scenario.
Absurdity.
Like, I cannot even imagine.
My fiance kindly asked his mother, who he was staying with, if I could live with them long enough for us to get an apartment together. He stressed to her that it would be difficult for us to get an apartment ourselves because we're just starting out. And while we could cover monetary expenses, we would still most likely need a cosigner. Dude, like getting an apartment is tough without a cosigner. I think I needed my parents to cosign my first apartment because I didn't have any income when I came out of college.
This is true. I will say the last two apartments, I co-signed myself.
Big man, look at John.
Big boy John over
boy.
here.
She promised both me and him that if we couldn't qualify for an apartment ourselves, she would co-sign for us. Which, seems nice.
That's good.
Maybe not an entitled parent after all.
We will see. By the way, I want to do this with the entitled parents. At the end, we should give 0 out of 10 Karens.
Yeah, out of 10 Karens. Yeah. How many Karens is this? So I moved from Illinois to Florida. Within a week of me being in the house, fiance's mother made our lives a living hell.
They just need to hire you for Jurassic Park.
What are my noises?
If only these stories featured dinosaurs.
When I first met my girlfriend's parents, the feedback that I got from Ariana is, I think you could have stopped pretending to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex for a little bit more time. Apparently, I did my T-Rex impression too often in front of her parents, meeting her for the first time. But the T-Rex impression's so good. It's like this.
Dude, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my God. Listen, if my daughter came home with that, I would be like, why is there not a ring yet? Why is there not a ring yet?
That's the kind of support I need, John. The T-Rex should be a selling point, baby.
Go off, king.
King of the jungle. That's what they call me.
King of the fucking prehistoric era. Whatever the fuck era the dinosaurs
were.
He's king of that shit.
Give me that shit, bro. Despite me landing a job within a week and having to work late nights for said job, she would come into the living room each morning at varying stupidly early hours to tell us, you need to do something productive. While she goes back to sleep like a dumb Dummerson until 9 a.m. She would complain that we weren't cleaning the dishes. Dude, she sounds like an evil stepmother.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're not cleaning the dishes.
That we had used to make a meal or that we were still eating.
How dare you?
How dare you not clean the dishes while you're still eating?
She would gaslight and pick petty fights with my fiance and then play the victim like a true narcissist. It got so bad that a few weeks in, we decided to rent a hotel room for the weekend just to get away from her and have some alone time. We had our apartment picked out anyway. All we needed to do when we got back was sign some paperwork, and then we'd be away from her deathly grip.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong. After the weekend, fiance's mother drove us back to her house. On the way back, she sprung something on me. She wanted us to pay her $5,000, 5,000 smackaroons, 20 trillion Zimbabwean dollars. I want everything to be in Zimbabwe dollars.
Yeah, everything now is adjusted for hyper inflation.
Yeah, dude. I want to invest in. I guess I should invest in Zimbabwean dollars. I know I should.
Maybe you know,
That's a good
like
investment.
it's gotten to a point where like what goes up must come down. So if the inflation has gone so high,
Yeah.
guys, I think we found the next Bitcoin here.
Bro, I was just about to say they're probably just gonna move to Bitcoin. Like all those small countries, like
They should. Shout out Acoin.
Yeah, shout out El Salvador. They're on the Bitcoin train. For context, my fiance was going to be receiving a $9,000 medical settlement a few months from that point. Before he met me, he had told his mother that if he was still single, he would give her $5,000. Bro, that's a lot. Towards a trailer that they would both own and live in together. You know, this doesn't sound like a good deal.
It's just kind of weird. It's like
his mom that in a trailer that, like, doesn't she already have a house?
Yeah, I wondered that as well. And also the proposition of like, if I'm single, I will give you $5,000 for a space. It's just kind of a weird. I mean, it's cool that he's giving his mom something,
I don't know.
I guess,
like the if I'm single, it gives me fuck. What's that story? The Greek story about the guy that hooks up with his mom.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Why are they always banging their moms?
It's not like Sisyphus. It's not. It's not. It's a complex.
There's Iliad.
Oedipus.
There we go.
Yeah, like my main man Oedipus.
That's right.
This guy's got an Oedipus complex.
Yeah,
that's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
Yeah, bro. Someone said that the other day. Like when I was on a call and this guy referenced some like Disney about like DuckTales. He referenced that and he was like, "That's a deep cut," and I'm like, "I fucking love that. I'm gonna steal that."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start saying deep cuts now. Since my spouse and I are dating and very serious at the time, this was extremely confusing that she would demand this.
Yeah.
My fiance tried to explain to her that he had only promised to give her money if he was single. He's like, "Ma, you're cramping my style.
You're cramping my style,
I'm
ma.
trying to hooks with this young lady or man. I'm not
with
really
this
sure.
Young thing.
This sweet young thing." And you're like, "Let's move into a trailer together and also pay for it."
I'll pass.
Yeah, no,
Hard
thank you.
pass.
No, thank you. This kind of relates back to the beginning of the story. If you're trying to spang after the wedding, like you don't want your mom peeking in.
Come home to
Worst threesome ever. She was having none of it and attempted to gaslight him about it. When that didn't work, she turned to me and requested that I pay her the $5,000. I only had about $5,000 in my bank account at the time, so I could not do that and pay the rent for the apartment at the same time. So OP is screwed. When she realized she couldn't squeeze blood from a stone, which, what a great metaphor.
I thought that too. I was like, wow, what a great saying.
Great metaphor. My fiance's mother finally declared, "Well, I guess you don't have a co-signer then." With my fiance, which sucks because now they can't get an apartment, bro.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. With my fiance being on SSI, which I think is like disability due to injuries that left him disabled, and me making minimum wage, her refusing to co-sign to an apartment essentially left us with no housing options. Florida requires applicants to make 3 times the price of the rent on any given place, and rent in our area is very high. Finding a roommate situation that accepts couples is nigh on impossible, and renting houses were out as well. Once again, due to not having enough income. So they're in a tough situation.
Yeah,
they don't have enough money to get anything.
Rock and a
Rent's
hard
high,
place
bro.
situation.
And like, it's not like in the 1950s where like, I got my paycheck today. I think I'll buy a house.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like everyone's out here trying to fucking survive.
Yeah, for real.
No one can buy a house these days.
Nah.
Unless you rich and you're going off that OKOP money.
That's right.
Just kidding. We're not making any money yet.
Yes.
Eventually.
Soon
Hopefully.
will come.
Maybe we should make a Patreon. I feel like people would support our Patreon, right?
Yeah, that's true. Put in the comments if you would support our Patreon.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Put in the comments, please.
We're
Help
broke.
us. We're broke. We're very broke. My fiance's mother's behavior worsened. With nowhere to go, we jumped ship and moved to a local hotel. But only 3 months of this drained our finances because hotels damn expensive.
Why would you? I guess I get it's hard, but
Why a hotel?
why? Because hotels are like at such a premium.
Yeah.
I would do like a room in someone's house on Craigslist. That's a hack for anyone.
That's the move. That's the move. Dude, actually, I need to talk. One of my friends, Mike, is probably the best traveler I know. And he literally travels for free everywhere.
Wow.
And uses this app called CouchSurfer.
Oh,
where you can stay anywhere for free.
Right.
You have to build up like credibility or whatever on the app. But like he was literally in Kyrgyzstan for the past 3 months riding horses through these beautiful plains. Yeah, Kyrgyzstan.
Wow.
It's like in the middle of nowhere.
I feel like I've never actually heard.
Yeah, dude, Kyrgyzstan. I only heard of it before.
Kurdistan.
Kyrgyzstan.
I don't know about no Kurg. Kyrgyz.
I know about Kurd.
Kurd.
I don't know about
Kurg.
Kurd. It's beautiful.
Guys, the next episode of OKOP will be from a couch in Kyrgyzstan with horses in the background.
Dude, he's like such a talented photographer. I'm Mike U, by the way, if anyone wants to look it up.
That's right. Blow up his page. Comment an eggplant on his latest picture. Oh, wow, yeah.
So wait, he was there.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
And he's like,
that's crazy. It's just like pure nature.
Yeah.
Wow. That's all of that is Kyrgyzstan? Mm-hmm. Wow, dang.
For the chat, like this is my friend Mike. Or for everyone. Come on, here. I don't know if you can see that.
Close enough.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm Mike U on Instagram if you want to check it out. So it drained his finances. Wait, I totally did not plan this. We then couch surfed with some of my fiance's acquaintances, but a lot of them were not good people, and we were used and stolen from several times.
Oh, boy.
Those ain't friends, bro.
No.
All right, this actually kind of gets sad. We ended up sleeping in the deep freezer of an abandoned Hooters until the building was almost torn down on us by construction workers one day.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, does not sound like a hoot.
No. The antithesis of a hoot.
After that, my fiance's mother bought us a tent. How nice of her, a fucking tent. And we ended up living in the woods while I tried to hold down a job. See, camping is nice and all, but camping for survival is less nice.
Bro, also, what mother is like, hey, get out of my house. I'm going to make you sleep in a freezer and sleep in the woods. Like, hello?
A terrible mother.
Awful.
There's some crap going on beneath the surface that probably isn't covered in this post, but damn.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful for my mom, man.
True.
My mom's
Shout
a
out
real
to
one.
our moms. Our moms.
Shout out to her. I've met John's mom.
My
John's
mom
mom
literally
would never do that to John.
She really would never. So, short story. We did a speaking gig together in Nashville, and my mom literally came out to see Dave Ramsey, but also me and
to
Sam
support. And she drove us everywhere.
She drove us everywhere, man.
Awesome.
She's a real one.
She is. My favorite encounter with John's mom was when she was talking about movies, and she was like, "Oh, I forgot what movie it was, but like, let's just say like, oh, for the purpose of conversation, oh, I love that new movie Dune, but I didn't like all the swearing too much."
She says she has her distinction is she's fine with swearing in the movie as long as it's germane to the plot. That is the key. It must be germane to the plot.
I love that.
Shout out to my mom, by the way. She watches and comments on these sometimes. So.
Hell yeah. John's mom is literally the nicest person I know.
She's super awesome.
Shout out. Okay.
We will make it, guys.
We'll make it. We're getting
through. I saddled Sam up with a fat one.
We've been homeless on and off for 2 years now. 2 years.
Crazy.
Long time. I've been attacked twice because being homeless has put us in dangerous and unsafe situations. I've witnessed someone almost shoot my spouse, and the fiance's mother didn't care. Didn't care.
Insane.
It seemed like she enjoyed watching us suffer.
That's real, like really bad mental.
Yeah, I
Something's
can't
going
imagine.
on.
Finally, in early 2020, when we were practically begging on our knees, Fiance's mother co-signed on our apartment. A 2-bedroom model we couldn't afford, but she insisted it was this or nothing. But after everything was finalized, she told us, you can't have roommates. We had to try and keep ourselves afloat during the pandemic, something that ruined our finances more than they already were ruined. And when our lease ended in April, Fiance's mom insisted she had fulfilled her promise, so she had no obligation to help us, even if that action co-signed us to the streets again. We're homeless again now. And she continues to lie about us to the rest of the family, saying we ruined the apartment, which we left in perfect condition, and saying that's the reason she won't co-sign for us again. To tie up this story, I found out recently that refusing to co-sign and watching our finances dwindle was very much intentional on the mother's part. During the weekend, my fiance and I went to the hotel for a weekend escape. His mother went to a family get-together. We weren't invited to this event because my fiance has dissociative identity disorder in addition to his physical limitations. And the rest of the family ostracizes him because he's crazy. I mean, but he's well behaved and it all works together. So this is like
Seems
utterly
like
ridiculous.
He's doing, his best.
He's
with
doing his best.
That situation for
But
sure.
they've treated him this way his whole life. During the family event, someone joked that I probably had more money than my fiance's mother, which I don't know if it's true because the woman gets $5,000 a month due to a combination of retirement pension and money she inherited from her late husband. So I severely doubt it. According to a family member, she calmly said in response, "Let's see how much money that," bad word for a gay person, "has when I'm done with her."
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
This is a shit situation.
Yeah, this is really,
so
really, really bad.
freaking shitty. Like, I can't
Goodness.
even imagine. I can't even imagine.
OP is definitely like, I mean, shout out to you and your significant other because you have both been through so much and
Yeah.
Impressive how you've just like kind of
Yeah.
pushed through it.
Yeah.
Like,
And also OP is LGBTQ. So I imagine that probably it seems like that has something to do with how they're being treated.
Yep.
And but there are resources to help with that, and like there's also a lot of churches, especially in the Orlando area, that are LGBTQ friendly. I saw some comments pointing OP in that direction, so it seems like OP might get the help that they need.
I definitely hope so.
Yeah.